Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. This episode I want to talk about the credit or the advance refund issued by the federal government to those who are eligible in the United States as a result of the CARES Act, which was signed into law on March 27, 2020. This is the information that is available right now that I got from the actual law. The IRS.gov site is going to have information. If you check there as of right now, they don't have anything. Here is the basic information from the CARES Act. This is a credit against a tax refund, and it's being advanced to each of us for our 2020, which hasn't ended yet, for our 2020 tax year. So reporting for this will happen with the filing of your 2020 tax return, which will be made in 2021, either April 15 or if you are extended, October 15, 2021. The amount that will be paid as an advance will be $1,200 for an individual. For a joint filer, it will be $2,400, and joint means two people file the tax return, and it will be $2,400 if it's just those people. If you have children who are dependents, then there will be an additional $500 for each of those people. The advance refund is not unlimited. Those are the base amounts that are payable. However, there is a reduction in the amounts that are payable, which is equal to 5%, $75,000, or over $112,500 if you're head of household, or over $150,000 for a joint return. This is adjusted gross income, okay? So look on your tax return to figure out where you might fall. Anyone is eligible for this except non-resident aliens, individuals who are a deduction on someone else's tax return, an estate, which is a tax return filed for an estate, or a tax return filed for a trust. And like I said, this is a credit that will be reported on your 2020 tax return. And so if you're an individual filing, you'll report the whole thing. If you have a joint return, half will be reported for each of the individuals included on that joint return. The payments are to be made as soon as possible, but in no event after December 31st of 2020. No payments under this can be made after that date. There is a choice as to how they're going to make these payments, and that choice is that it can be made electronically or it can be made by check. If it's made electronically, it's going to be sent into the account that you authorized for receipt of your tax refund for 2019 for 2018, or any authorization you had that you gave on or after January 1 of 2018 if there was some other federal payment that was coming to you. If you didn't file any tax return in 2019, then they can revert back to any tax return that you filed in 2018. Within 15 days of the date that the payment is sent to you, you're going to receive a notice. It's going to tell you how much they have sent to you, how it was sent to you, and it's going to have a telephone number for you to call if you don't receive it. You will not get this advance tax credit payment if you didn't have a Social Security number listed on your filed tax return, or if you filed jointly if the tax return did not contain the Social Security number for both people, or if you have dependent children, if it did not include the Social Security number for those children. If you have adopted children, then the adopted tax ID number should be used, and that's what they're going to go by to track all of this. An exception occurs for a joint tax return if one of the parties is in the active armed forces. They're not going to penalize for the lack of Social Security number on the jointly filed return. So there you have it. That's your tax refund advance credit payment under the CARES Act. Enter passed by Congress and signed by the President March 27, 2020. Give me a thumbs up if you learned something. If this was helpful, leave any comments or questions below. One of the questions that pops up from this is, what if that bank account is no longer operational? Reach out to your bank. If you had an account that they would be looking to make your automatic deposit, see if you can get that reinstated. That is a major question. What if that account is not there? How do we address that issue? I presume that they would just send a check to your last known address. So also, what if you have moved? That is another issue. Hopefully you have forwarding orders on for all of your mail so that things are not intercepted. But leave any comments or questions, any other ones that you have below. Share this with someone who it may benefit. Subscribe to see our other videos, and come back and see me next time. Thanks for watching.